A guiding principle used by Barry Gordy in leading Motown was innovate or stagnate. Well, I think we can all agree that the pandemic has driven that point home. Whether it's required a complete overhaul of what you do or you've discovered new significance in the services you offer, the light we're beginning to see at the end of this dark tunnel is signaling that it's time to get your vision on for where you go from here, and for how that vision is communicated to both your external and internal audiences. The first step is to assume a 30,000-foot view of who you are. I can't recommend enough Jim Collins' new book, Beyond Entrepreneurship 2.0, Turning Your Business into an Enduring Great Company. The title may seem a little extreme if your focus has simply been on surviving, but his points have never been timelier. In the chapter on vision, Collins reminds us that, quote, the number one responsibility of a leader is to catalyze a clear and shared vision for the company and to secure commitment to and vigorous pursuit of that vision. I was delighted to see that how he defines vision is very consistent with our approach of essence messaging, which examines your purpose, values, and company culture to distinguish you from others. To update your vision is to assume a 30,000-foot view of what you know your organization does better than anyone else. What needs does it satisfy? What problems does it solve? And how has the pandemic revealed a new level of relevance? There are several past episodes of this podcast that can be helpful to you in answering these questions. I encourage you to go back and also listen to Defining the Essence of Your Organization, Proclaiming Relevance, and Leading with Why. When planning the direction of your company, it's so easy to get distracted by what others are doing and to fall into the dark pit of comparison. But who ever made a difference by being like everyone else? To formulate a refresh of your vision, sometimes you have to shake off self-sabotaging judgment to get a clear picture of where you're meant to go. Once your vision is fully formed, what updates need to be made to your messaging that clearly articulate significance and renewed relevance? The word pivot is being used a lot by companies describing the innovative changes they're making during the pandemic, but whether your plans represent a drastic change in direction or a natural evolution, be sure updated messaging connects the dots for how your vision builds on what the organization has already accomplished and projects a passion for the direction it has inspired. And finally, communicating your vision begins at home with your work family. After all, this is the team that will take it over the finish line. Their shared enthusiasm for what's envisioned is critical to its success. And let me take a moment to speak specifically to nonprofits. It always surprises me when I hear someone have to make a plea for messaging to be shared with the board. Of course, messaging should be shared with the board. In fact, they should receive training on what the messaging is, why it's important, and how to use it in their role for the organization. Like the enduring legacy of Motown, may the value of what you have to offer and the innovation you've embraced